Hi, this is Nell with Joyous Garden, and today I'm going to show you how to make a simple boutonniere for a man with flowers and succulents. I have a lot of succulents in my garden, so I love to use them. Actually, I decorated my friend's wedding cake with succulents, and it was just beautiful. They're really easy to use and fun to use, and they hold up for a long time. So I'm using asters that I got at the farmer's market, and I chose a smaller flower because unless you're Nathan Lane in the birdcage, you probably don't want a huge boutonniere for a man. If you didn't even want a flower, you could take a bud for the man too. It's just green. It just adds a little bit of green there depending on what they want to wear. I've cut the head off. I've left a little bit of a stem. Actually, I'm going to take off a little bit more there. And this is 24-inch gauge wire. For doing boutonnieres or corsages, you can use anywhere from 24 to I think it's 32 or 34 gauge wire. As you go up in gauge, it gets thinner. So this is pretty thick, but I have a huge box of this. I use it for all my crafting. So I just cross it over a couple times there. And then this is floral tape. You can find it in craft stores or online at floral supply stores, and you start to wrap it really tight. It has a little bit of a stick to it. And then once you get it going down, then you just twirl. You go down to... I'm going to do it down a ways because I'm going to show you how to pigtail it too. You don't have to do it this long. And then you just cut the tape off there. And see what the wire does, it just gives the flower some flexibility. And here are the succulents I've already done in a little bundle. I've wired them also. These are 2 aeoniums, and this is a little string of pearls. So what I'm going to do, so see this way I can kind of bend the flower here. I'm going to put it right there, and then I'm going to twist it a bit so they stay together, like that. After I get it all taped up, and then I'm just going to wrap them really tight together and go back down again. And once you get it going, it's just the first part that's a little awkward at the top. And that's why it's good. Even if you use a rose that has a thick stem, it's good to take all the stem off and just do it at the very top. Otherwise, you're going to have this thing is going to be a huge stem, and you don't want that. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut this off even now because because you don't want to poke the groom or the groomsman. Ugh. These are not my best wire cutters, are the ones I have out here. So then you would take something like this, and this is if you want to pigtail it. And you just wrap it around here, like this. Just pigtail it there. And then that makes a little pigtail that can just go up like that. You probably aren't going to see it all that well against my shirt because it has a lot of pattern in it, but there's that one. And then I would actually cut this off because that little piece of wire is showing and I don't like that. But that gives you that option. And I'm going to show you another option. So I've cut the wire off here. It's no more of a pigtail, it's just straight down. So that would go right there like that. Here's another option to kind of finish it off in a different way because it's sort of a different looking natural, very natural boutonniere. You can use jute. So I've tied it at the back and I'm going to kind of wrap it every other one and I'm going to hold it there. And then I'm going to go this way. I'm going to kind of cross it here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it at the end here. It's a little hard to do, so. And here it is done. It's just a simple twist. I just took a piece of jute here, just a piece of jute twine. And I twisted around how I showed you, and then I just did a tie at the end and I folded that right there. And then that just gives that a little bit different look too. There you have it. It's a very easy way to make a boutonniere because it's the season for parties and weddings and all kinds of events. So you can see how easy this is. And if you wanted to do something more traditional like a rose and an ivy leaf, you now know how to do it. And you actually put the wire through the back of the ivy leaf. That's best to do it. But I just wanted to show you something a little bit different with some succulents and a flower. This is Nell with Joya's Garden. Be sure to visit our website, joyasgarden.com. And for more tips and inspirations, join us right here.